Hello everyone, I am Rekha and today I'm here with a new concept to explain you all. Before that, I want to briefly summarize what we discussed yesterday because yesterday's video is not that good because of the quality. So I just want to make you understand it quickly. Yesterday we discussed embeddings. Embeddings means representing the understanding in numbers. But why? Because we humans understand you know the meaning. We have the ability to naturally understand things, but computers don't. They merely understand numbers. So we figured out some way to remember the meaning in terms of numbers. But how? For example, if I say on a scale of 10, I can, like, if you rate my cooking skills, it's 5 and your cooking skills is 10. Are we both matched? Because you are an expert, I am an intermediate. We are not matched. You see that we found the relationship between us with just numbers. That is what embedding, representing meaning in numbers. So we understood that computers naturally don't understand things. We humans understand things very naturally because we have that ability. Then, like, whatever you text you give, it makes it into numbers. We know that part. But before making it into numbers, it also makes it into pieces. If you give it a word, like for example unbelievable, you know what it makes? It makes it into pieces. Unbelievable. But why? Acha, maybe it is difficult to, for us also it is difficult to take a big sentence and remember it. That's why maybe it'll make that sentence into pieces. But wait, if it is making it into pieces, it's not that it is just taking one or two pieces, it is still taking the whole sentence. Then what is the reason of making it into pieces, bro? Ah, that is a thing to, you know, find out. Let's find out with a little activity. I want you to be active with this activity. I'll give you few words. I want you to memorize, or at least remember for 1 minute. Yeah, the words are subtract, abstract, attractive, tractor, um, contract, distract. And also, I'll tell you their meaning. Subtract means removing, abstract means not related with reality. It's like summarizing. We write abstract things, right? It is not related with the reality. Attractive means very pleasant, or it makes us happy. It pulls us towards it. Tractor means a machine that carries a lot of weight, goods and all. Contract means like we had contract between us, like that. Distract means we are facing it. Now I'll just remove these words. you know Now tell me what are the words and their meaning, or else I'll give you the words, like now tell me their meaning. Subtract means, of course, I know you will tell it very easily because we are doing it since our childhood. Abstract means some of you may know because we do it in our college. Attractive means we know. Tractor means we know. Contract means we know. Distract means getting distracted. But what if I tell you, if you understand just a one word, even without realizing, you will be able to figure out the meaning of the words. For example, if I see protract, do you know the meaning of it? If you already know, don't forget it. Now tell me, will you be able to extract the meaning of protract? Yeah, also the word extract. Wow. You see, there are a lot of words. But what if I tell you just single word? Tract means to pull. Now we somehow more or less we know the meanings of these prefixes like sub, at, um, ex, pro, dis, con. Now it's not a big deal to find out the meaning of the words above. Tract means to pull. Subtract means sub means like under, right? So pull something out of it, the sub part, pulling out of it. Abstract. Ab means away. Attractive means at means towards, pulling towards you. Tract anyways to pull. Contract means together, pulling together. Distract. Dis means apart, making apart. That's why we say we got distracted because our concentration is getting pulled away in different ways, right? Protract. Pro means forward. Like for example, active, proactive. Proactive is someone who is advanced, who makes things without even uh, ordering, like in advance. Pro means forward, they are in forward, Pro means to prolong it, like lengthen it. Extract means X means out, we say export, import, right? So extract means pulling out, like we usually use it, right? Now do you see that just with the word tract that we understood, we are able to figure out the meaning of all these words that formed with that just single root word tract. You see how easy it became? Now if I say I'll give you 100 words, 1000 words with just tract, which one is easy? Is it easy to remember just all those 1000 words, or just the meaning of tract and some prefixes and infixes or suffixes and all? Which is easy? Definitely the option 2, right? Exactly. And we'll just make the relationship between those suffix, prefix, and the root words, right? It's easy. That is the same thing AI is also following. That is why it is making the words, even words, not just sentences, the words also into pieces. The piece is called token. You see that? Now it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, right? So, okay, we have somehow understood what is like why token, why making it into pieces. So, token is the smallest unit of text processed by an AI model. Like the terminology, it's just terminology. Say I love AI, it got divided into I love AI. So what people think is like, okay, token means words. Not really. As I've already told you and as we have already seen, token means a piece. So just one word can become multiple words. You remember this. But okay, we already saw the why doesn't AI learn whole words with our activity. Great. There's no need to understand this because we already know this. Just like the example I gave, tract, here we have dog, dogs, dog house, underdog, and so on. Millions of words, very inefficient. Instead, AI learns smaller reusable pieces. This makes learning faster and more efficient. We already saw that. And here is a real world analogy. Just like how the Lego boxes. You don't construct everything and you don't get everything you know got built. You just get the bricks of it and you build it. You can build a lot of things with those Legos, right? Just like that, I think that's a great example, right? Yeah. Just like that, the AI is also working with the text or data you give. But why token matters? Every AI model processes tokens. Small prompt high, very few tokens. Large documents like whole PDF. How many words will it contain, bro? How many sentences? And wait, it's not just the words. Like if I say I love music, there are three tokens. If I have made three tokens out of it, it's not that I just have to store those three tokens. It is that I have to also make the meaning between them. I can't abstractly remember I love token. No, right? I have to make the meaning out of it. I love tokens. I love flowers. There is a meaning to it. If I means I, it's not you. Like I'm making the meaning out of it. The relationship between each token. So what if it's not just I love flowers? It is a whole paragraph. Every word, every token will have relationship with each other. You see how difficult it is becoming. That's why tokens, the thing token is something that we should understand. That's why we usually say like you see cloud, you put a PDF gone. All tokens gone in one go. Claude says, who are you, bro? I'll meet you tomorrow. You see, that's why we like it's important for us to understand all these basic concepts. So yeah, more tokens means more computation, more memory, more time, more cost. You see, more computation, more memory, more time, more cost. But what does that mean? It means if I say I love music, you already know what is music, you already know what is I means, what you already know what is love means. Because we are biological means we are not understanding how expensive it is. We are remembering all three words. What if I give you 1,000 words? And computer don't have a brain, bro. It has to remember it. It should have a memory. It should store all those 1,000 words. But real LLMs don't just remember tokens or the data is not just in 1,000 tokens. It's millions, bro. It is the number is in millions, billions. The words and the context between them. It should be able to make the meaning out of it. While making all these things, that is what making all these things is computation. It is computing. The memory to store all of them, the time to compute these all things. If you give like Claude, I love music, how much time will it take? It has to process I love music and the context between them. But if you give PDF, it has to read every page. It has to make meaning out of every page, the relationship between each word and one by one. You see that? It's actually a little scary, right? Yeah, I know it. That's the reason why AI companies charge per token. I don't think you need all these things because you already understood it very well, right? Because you are not paying for text, you are paying for computation. You have the more tokens the model processes, the more GPU resources it consumes. GPU, I don't know, We'll find out if it really that necessary in future. For now, just remember we have understood the computation, memory, time, cost. Those are all resources. Okay. Now, another problem. Can we send unlimited tokens? Can we send unlimited tokens? No. Why? Uh, Imagine, like, it's very imaginary. Like, imagine I'm sending infinite tokens, infinite words to a infinite, like never ending. It's a little scary to feel the number infinite, I know. But see what's happening. I am sending continuously. It has to process all the tokens continuously. It has to process the context between them all of them continuously. It's like very huge. And imagine I removed 1,000 words, 1,000 tokens. We already got familiar with this terminology. Now we can use token, the word token, right? Yeah. Now I removed 1,000 words from infinity. Is that even making a big difference? Not really. Of course there is difference, but it's very negligible. Like 1,000 words, just 1,000 words got removed from infinite number of words. Okay, I remove from infinite. I'll remove half of it. Still, it's very huge, right? Because in reality, we don't give infinite number of tokens. Even if you give, the AI won't take it. I just gave you that example so that you'll realize the pain. You have understood? That is the reason we can't send unlimited tokens. We got the answer. Every model. That is the reason every model has a limit. It can't process infinite tokens at once. So, which means for every AI model, there is a limit. Like maybe the LLM I built can take only 1,000 words at a time. I built that in that way. Maybe the LLM you built can take million words. Oh, great. You see, there is a limit. That limit, the maximum number of tokens that my LLM or your LLM, whatever the LLM is able to take, is important, and they have just given a name for it. It's context window. Context window means maximum number of tokens an AI can process in one request. Yeah, here we have a really great example, bro. Think of it like a desk. Imagine I have a box. Okay, right now I don't have anything to explain. Imagine I have a box, a desk. I can keep 10 cards in it. It's ability. Imagine I have a very huge box. It can hold 100 cards. It is its ability. Like just like that. The context window is just like that. The more information of AI can remember and use, if the more largest, if the context window is more. So we already know this. We became very intelligent, bro. We already know answers of all this. Why context window matters? Because if my model can process 1,000 tokens and you give 10,000 tokens, seriously, bro, you want to kill my LLM? Don't do that. It can't process it, bro. That's why context window matters. You should know what is the context window of an LLM before sending anything, something huge. You remember that. Don't forget it. So that is the reason. Now you see, it's not that we can, if you put some PDF or a huge document or a huge project, now we no longer think like a beginner, like can I answer this? No. Now we think in terms of tokens. How many tokens? What is the context window? How much will it cost? Is this scalable? Scalable means, imagine you have a vegetable shop in your local area. Say in your state it's local, but if you go outside of your state, the vegetables you are producing here are not really familiar. they eat some other kind of vegetables. Will you be able to expand your business in other states if you produce the same vegetables, no, right? Which means your business is not expandable, not scalable in other states. So when you build an LLM, right now you built an LLM, say you have built a little LLM, in future, will it be scalable? Will it be able to take more tokens? Will it be able to process more things? That is what we should ask while building LLMs. Okay? Now, okay, the key takeaways. You have understood tokens very well. You should remember these things. AI reads tokens, not raw text. Okay? A token is a chunk of text. One word can become multiple tokens. We already saw this. Many more tokens increases more computation, memory, time, and cost. Context window is the maximum number of tokens an AI can process at once. Now comes, actually there's a good example, but I'll give you even more familiar example for next day, tomorrow. Let's say in your college you have records of all, say your college strength is 1000, 10,000. Okay, let's take 1000. You have records of every student, and I want, or like your college has records of every student, and I came to your college, I want information of you. Okay, your college is also having an LLM, or maybe I have an LLM. What should I do? Should I take all 10,000 student records and give it to my LLM to find out you? Bichara Amara LLM. That's not fair, right? I just find out your class. But how will I know? How will I get to know your class? There should be a process, right? I should at least say I know your class. I just go to your class, I just give your name, I'll get your details. But yeah, that is a solution. But how is it possible in this AI field? We'll find out this in next class. Until then, see you, take care, bye bye.